What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. This series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it. And today, obviously, we look forward to, as we do on every Saturday or Friday preview show, the next upcoming game, which is, of course, Bournemouth, 2 o'clock on a Sunday. Be here, tuned in for that one. I'm going to be here, you're going to be here, and we're going to hopefully be watching a Leeds United masterclass, and a Leeds United side which is going to look very different to the last due to some serious nagging injuries, most specifically to Sinis Austria. So we're going to be talking about how all that's going to unfold. As I am recording this right now, pardon me, the results of Saturday are going through as follows. Palace have just beaten West Ham 4-3. Good result for Leeds. Wolves are getting spanked 6-0 by Brighton. Would be a good result for Leeds. Unfortunately, we bottled it the past few weeks, and Wolves are quite a ways away from us. So I don't know how we're going to be able to catch them. And a very bad result. A very, very, very bad result. Nottingham Forest are currently beating Brentford 1-0 in the 71st, now 73rd minute. So, not good results for Leeds because Nottingham Forest are winning, and those are our biggest competitors right now in terms of Leeds trying to stay up. It's just typical Italian football, isn't it, mate? Typical Italian football. That Leeds are losing and everyone else is suddenly picking up results. Oh, it just sucks ass. We gotta hope that Brentford can somehow come back into this. Can Brentford finally do us a favour for once in our lives? Probably not. But I digress. Let's get into the real reason that we're all here, and that's tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. Brentford at home, away. Sorry, not at home. Can we get a win? Can we get the job done? Last time we played them, we didn't start off the game convincingly at all. We actually went 3-1 down and came back and won 4-3. I'd love us to be able to produce comebacks of late because we've always conceded first these past couple of months. So it'd be great if we actually could come back and win some of these games. But unfortunately, we haven't shown any kind of bottle or resolve to do such since that game. And Bournemouth have been on an absolute tear as of late. They really have. They've really picked up form. They've picked up speed since bringing in a new manager. And they've actually kept and maintained a lot of their speed for a long period of time. Leeds sacked our manager, brought someone else in while we were actually above Bournemouth. Since then, Bournemouth have continued to pick up wins, continued to carry on momentum, whereas Leeds have absolutely crumbled and completely flatlined as of late. Theoretically, Leeds still have this in our hands. If we win the games that we should win and we need to win, we can stay up. However, the theory and practicality don't always mix. I hope they do. I really, really hope they do. I hope we can beat Man City. I hope we can beat Bournemouth. I hope we can beat West Ham. I hope we can beat Tottenham. And what's the last one that's eluding my mind? Newcastle. There we go. Newcastle is the one that's eluding my mind. I hope we can win all those games. I really do. And end up on 45 points. You know, wouldn't that just be magical? Wouldn't that be great? And get guaranteed survival. But unfortunately, right now, we don't look like we could buy a win in Poundland with a £50 note, let alone beat Manchester City away at the Etihad. The way we played against Leicester in that second half there, we played like that against Bournemouth, we will get taken to the cleaners. We cannot afford to leave that many holes in behind, become that vulnerable, allow them to dominate their second half the way that Leicester did. That was embarrassing. And the fact that we couldn't steal a win or hold on to a win makes it even worse. Even worse. If we'd have just held on, or if Bamford had it not been fucking stupid when he used his right foot, if he'd have had a little bit of composure to step back, let the ball come onto him, and just side foot it in, if he hadn't have shanked that shot, if Leeds hadn't have crumbled and allowed Iheanacho to make that through ball, And had Cooper sliding on his arse not reaching the ball, then we would have held on. We would have got 3 points. We would have been on 32 points right now. Things would be looking a lot more rosy. Alas, we're on 30. Maybe it all happened for a reason. Maybe we needed that to be a kick up the arse. I mean, how many kicks up the arse are we going to need? We already lost 5-1, 6-1, 2-1. How many kicks up the arse do we need? But maybe that's it. Maybe that's the final nail in the coffin in terms of Leeds completely capitulating. And maybe that's the wake-up call that we all needed. Now, in that game, the goal scorer for Leeds was, of course, Sinisterra, who has been on form for Leeds, on fire since coming back from injury, especially this past month or so. And when he did come off the pitch, we seriously missed him. He came off the pitch injured in the first half. We replaced him with Sourceville, who didn't really have that much of an impact on the game. Now, he's out for the rest of the season. It's Sinisterra. Not a good thing at all. He's going to be missed the entire season. Sorry, my tongue's a bit dry there. He's going to be out for the entire season. So we aren't going to have his goals. And he's actually our second top goal scorer as well, on 7 goals behind Rodrigo Moreno. Which just shows how bad we've been in front of goal. And how badly we're in need of a serious goal scorer in the side to be added on top of Rodrigo Moreno, especially because Rodrigo isn't firing on all cylinders right now. Now, one guy that a lot of people hoped it would be was obviously Wilfred Gnonto. Will he finally start Gnonto? I seriously hope he does. Because we all remember what Gnonto and Sourceville did to Bournemouth last time we played them. It was Gnonto who picked up the ball in our own half with a beautiful driving run forward and a great through ball to Sourceville. For Sourceville to slot it for 4-3 in the 84th minute. Beautiful play by the two of them. And Gnonto, I don't know why he's not getting any game time. Now, the last game was interesting. Against Leicester, Sinisterra started. He came off for Somerville. Now, there's arguments that he should have come off for Gnonto there. But I do think Somerville actually played better than Gnonto against Fulham. So, I wasn't too mad at that decision. Now, everyone's then saying, bring Gnonto on. Who do you bring him on for? Jack Harrison, I wouldn't have said is someone that you bring Gnonto on for, because Harrison was actually playing very well. Probably our most effective attacker, especially in the second half, was Harrison. And furthermore, he offers you a lot more defensive output than Gnonto. Now, Somerville, you only just brought him on. So do you bring him on and then bring him off again after 30-40 minutes? That's a bit harsh on him. What's that going to do to his morale? So it's an interesting situation to be in terms of Javi Gracia and bringing Wilfred Gnonto on in a situation like that. However, I do agree he has to start. He has to start this next game. He offers too much dynamism, too much pace, too much tenacity. He can get you a goal out of anywhere. We need something magical. We need divine intervention to stay in this league. And if anyone is capable of that, it is Wilfred Gnonto. Oh, yes! Brentford equalised! Oh, my Lord, would you believe it? I think it happened just this second. Brentford have just equalised 1-1. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me see your name, my son. Let me see your name. Let me see you. You beautiful, beautiful man. Let me see ya. Let me see your name. Alright, it's not coming up with a name. But Brentford have just equalised. Woo! That's big. That is huge. Alright, come on. Come on, Brentford. Whew. Do the business, please. Please, Brentford, do the business. Okay, that's a little bit better right now. A little bit better. Game's not done. And they haven't, got themselves into a winning position yet. So, not completely satisfied right now. But it's a lot better than what it was a couple of minutes ago. So, at least a little positive way to end off on the video. Now, looking forward to Brentford. You guys are going to be a bit shocked by this. Be prepared to have your mind blown. I think we might draw. I think it might be a 2-2. I hope it's not. I hope we win. I really hope we win 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. And I would never have been happier to be wrong than for me to say we're going to draw. But I feel like we'll draw. Desmond 2-2. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below, though. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.